we are looking at something that does not make logical sense. When an artist dies, their music should fade with them, but sometimes the opposite happens. Sometimes a song becomes so much bigger after the person who created it is gone that it feels less like a chart statistic and more like the world refusing to let go. 3 songs, 3 artists who left too soon, and 3 moments where grief turned into something that sounded a lot like immortality.
Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notifications. Check all the options. You have to do that in less than 5 seconds. And if you can't, write in the comments, #ThePublicPersona.
Alright, let's get into it. Starting at number 3, Lucid Dreams by Juice WRLD.
I still see your shadows in my room. Can't take back the love that I gave you.
On December 8, 2019, Juice WRLD collapsed at Chicago's Midway Airport and died from an accidental overdose at just 21 years old. He had been one of the most explosive debut artists in rap history. Lucid Dreams had already peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 2018, making him one of the youngest artists ever to reach that position. The morning after his death, the song hit number 1 on both Apple Music and Spotify simultaneously. It re-entered the Billboard Hot 100 at number 8, its 26th non-consecutive week in the top 10.
Easier said than done, I thought you were the one.
Over 10 million units sold in the US alone. As of 2025, it has accumulated over 3 billion Spotify streams. But here's the detail that hits hardest. The lyrics describe being haunted by someone you have lost. The pain of a love that will not leave you alone. His fans felt every single word completely differently after December 8th. Number 2, Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen.
Mama just killed a man.
There might not be a more ambitious song that achieved as much mainstream success in rock history. Built on elaborate vocal overdubs and complex chord progressions, it was a true mega hit for the band, spending 9 weeks at the top of the UK charts. When Freddie Mercury's battle with AIDS culminated in his death in November 1991, the song had a massive resurgence.
I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, Scaramouche.
Climbing back to number 1 in the UK and hitting number 2 in the US. Then in 1992, Wayne's World brought it back to a whole new generation. In 2018, the Freddie Mercury biopic sent it back to the Billboard Hot 100 for the 3rd time. And in November 2025, a 50th anniversary vinyl release pushed it to number 1 again, 4 number 1s across 5 decades. As of 2025, it is the most streamed song from the entire 20th century with over 2.8 billion Spotify plays, a feat of rock and roll that has simply never been surpassed. But even that extraordinary record does not claim the top spot today. Number 1, Imagine by John Lennon. On December 8, 1980, John Lennon was shot and killed outside his Dakota apartment building in New York City by Mark David Chapman. The world did not just mourn, it stopped completely. In the weeks that followed, 3 of his songs hit number 1 in the UK simultaneously. Imagine held that position for 4 weeks in January 1981, then was immediately replaced at number 1 by another Lennon song, Woman. Since 2005, it has been played every single New Year's Eve at 11:55 p.m. before the Times Square ball drop. As of October 2025, it has over 804 million Spotify streams and over 331 million YouTube views. Rolling Stone ranked it number 3 on their 500 greatest songs of all time list. 3 billion people have heard it since he died, and every single time it plays, it sounds like it was written for exactly the moment you are hearing it in.
And the world will live as one.
Juice WRLD at 21, Freddie Mercury at 45, John Lennon at 40. 3 completely different artists from 3 completely different worlds. All 3 left behind songs that became bigger after they were gone than they ever were while they were alive. That is either the most beautiful or the most heartbreaking thing about music. It never dies when the person does. Drop in the comments which song hit you hardest, and tell us which artist's legacy we should cover next.